news. Today's news.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin with developing news on U.S.-China relations. Pentagon correspondent Cammie McCormick has our top story.
Secretary Blinken will travel to China this weekend to try to repair deteriorating ties. The White House has said repeatedly it wants to keep lines of communication open. Blinken spoke with China's foreign minister by phone yesterday. His visit will be the most U.S. senior trip since President Biden took office. Blinken's last visit was postponed after the shoot-down of that Chinese spy balloon over the U.S.
We're just in, the death toll up to at least 78 after a boat full of migrants capsized and sank off the southern coast of Greece. Many more are feared missing. The Greek Coast Guard says the boat was headed from Libya to Italy and refused an offer for help last night. The Federal Reserve meets today to decide whether to raise interest rates again. Most analysts believe they'll hit the pause button in light of yesterday's encouraging news on inflation. CBS's Jill Schlesinger and underscores that it takes a long time for rate increases to filter through the economy and to tamp down prices. Former President Trump was back at his golf course in New Jersey last night addressing supporters after he pleaded not guilty to 37 federal charges in the classified documents case. Former federal prosecutor Lori Levinson.
The next thing that will happen in the process will likely be discovery, where the federal prosecutors will turn over to Donald Trump and his team the volume of information they've collected in this investigation, and that could take quite a while.
Mr. Trump celebrates his 77th birthday today. A teacher shot by a student is moving on, but there are questions about why. CBS's Jim Krasula has the details.
The Newport News Virginia school system says Abby Warner has resigned as a first-grade teacher. The 25-year-old was shot and badly wounded by a 6-year-old student in early January. Her lawyer says that she was fired by school administrators. She had sued the district for $40 million, accusing school officials of gross negligence.
Fort Polk in western Louisiana is being renamed to honor Tara Johnson's grandfather. He was a black sergeant during World War I who received the Congressional Medal of Honor posthumously.
It's so fitting because it's a training center. And so these guys are going to come from all over our country to come here and be trained and learn a little bit about the strong soldier Henry Johnson was.
Johnson was wounded 21 times fighting off a German night raid in France in 1918. Fort Johnson was originally named for a Confederate commander. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.